How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massa Beer Reviews. Back with yet another review. New brewery time in the form of Foreign Exchange. It's their Foreign Chemistry. Yeah. This is a double dry hopped Imperial India Pale Ale brewed with Citra and Amarillo hops. 7.5% alcohol by volume. And this was canned. I do not know. Let's see. It says brewed and packaged at Church Street, Estacia, Illinois. It looks like. So it must be Foreign Exchange is either a subdivision of them or it's somebody that's going in there and brewing at their facility. Yeah. I'm digging it. Other than the fact that there's no date on it. But it is what it is. I like the label design. Very kind of Breaking Bad-ish. Kind of chemistry-based stuff. Jumped out of the can. So spilled a little bit on you. So not necessarily a negative thing. But we'll see what's what. So yeah, label's kind of cool. I dig it. Decent amount of carbonation on this sucker. Where does this beer come from? This beer comes courtesy my boy Mike from Chicago. He sent this off with that towel. That's why I showed you the towel. And a couple different beers. Actually, I'm opening like 3 of his beers tonight, weirdly enough. Yeah, that's weird. Anyway, so going for a 7.5% kind of borderline IPA Imperial Hazie. She looks the part. She's not like super murky or super soupy. She's got that nice, soft, rich kind of orange glow to it. Almost 2 fingers of a pretty creamy head that's kind of crumbling on the edges of itself. So she looks the part of a hazy. It's got a nose. It smells like a Midwest hazy with New England influences on it. So it has a little bit of resinous to it, has a decent amount of citrus to it. There's a little bit of kind of mango tropical fruit floating around in there. But there's this sweetness to it, like this kind of like, do they call it the malts on this? There's like this, like crystal malt kind of thing going on where there's a little bit of sweetness from that as opposed to a brewer sugar, like a dextrose space kind of thing going on. But yeah, it smells definitely like a Midwest IPA with a little bit of East Coast treatment. Nothing too crazy, nothing too vibrant. It smells pretty. Let's dive in. Cheers. It's exactly how it comes off in the taste, too. It's a little bit sweeter. It's more of that kind of crystallized, kind of refined sugar kind of sweetness to it, but not over the top. You get a little bit of that kind of resininess to it. A little bit of bittering, a little bit of sappiness, and you get a little bit of green, too. So there's a lot of different kind of bittering elements to this beer. You get a nice citrus component with a little bit of soft kind of tropical fruit vibes. Comes off a little bit thin from what you'd expect from a new school New England style IPA, but it's more appropriate for this flavor profile, I guess. I like it. I think it's fun. It's a nice change of pace, let's put it that way. Yeah. Sweet, but not overly sweet. Impactful up in the hop ends of things. Not thick, but not thin. It lends itself to being a bit drinkable. Probably hits a little bit lower than its weight class as far as impact. It's a fun, tasty beer. It reminds me of a lot of beers that were coming out when everybody was trying to figure out the whole new school New England style. You know, when Hetty came out and Second Fiddle and all that kind of stuff. These are the kind of beers that were coming out. And I'm not going to say I was like gaga over them, but it's a nice kind of combination that not a lot of people do nowadays. And when you get them now, since they're so few and far between, they end up being a little bit more kind of, or at least I covet them a little bit more because it's a flavor profile I dig. I just don't get a ton of. So yeah, I dig it. Fun, tasty, drinkable. What more can I say? I could say more, but I'm not going to. Is this one of the better Imperial Double 7.5? Are we really going there? Imperial Double IPAs that have had as late? No, it's not out, it's not in, it's kind of right on the cusp. Is it one of the more interesting takes or one of the more kind of unique takes? Even it's not overly unique, but if you kind of strip away the New England style as a whole, this is definitely a tasty beer. Nothing that I would push away. Let's put it that way. Value and availability. Words are hard. I don't know. Mike, let me know the deal and leave you with if you like what we like this beer. If you like West Coast, you like East Coast, you like Middle East, Midwest. Jesus Christ. Brick Hamlin over here. Yeah, if you like that kind of mashup of all the regions of the kind of big three, I guess you would say, when it comes to kind of hazies or just IPAs in general, if you want something that kind of fits all those roles together in a tasty, well-done package, definitely worth picking up. If I was in Chicago and went to this brewery, I would definitely try this beer. Let's put it that way. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Massive. Want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a nice, New England Jammer-ish, Midwest, West kind of thing right now. Hopefully see you next time. Cheers.